IDA Best. IDA Best.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Well, for Boston, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At shooting guard, J.R. Smith. At center, Tristan Thompson.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. To take a look at the Celtics facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This
is the lineup for Cavaliers. Freak.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Rodgers in at shooting guard. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Irving. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Clock at 6. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Bradley can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Rodgers passes to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. There's the feed to Freak. Love wide open. He fires. Gets a very good look and converts. Love's got his first 2 points of the night. Celtics trail by 6. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. Back to Thomas, off the pick. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And it's 6 points for Isaiah Thomas.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Rodgers against Bradley. And Freak throws it down.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Johnson with a screen on Irving. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Sullinger. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Sullinger's got his second bucket of the night. Now here is Smith, guarded closely. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk comes in for Sullinger, and it's Turner in for Johnson. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. That is good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Outside Turner to the right side. It's Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got 8.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jump.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. From the wing, the shot misses.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never easy.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Here's Thomas. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Rodgers passes to LeBron. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
And Turner kicks to Johnson. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. LeBron dishes to Freak. And the shot is good. Rodgers has got 7 points in the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Irving against Thomas. From the baseline. Rogers can't make the basket. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Charlotte.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's LeBron, and that one goes long.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now Thomas, 12 points for him. Sullinger the screen. There's the three. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Turner's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. Tie game in Boston. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. You know, our shooters. We missed a couple at the end. I wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first two quarters. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
Fuck your woman.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Johnson. And Turner's subbed in for Thomas. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. Rogers checked in for Smith. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Kyrie Irving. They've got Tyler Zeller. Olynyk is out there with Jay Crump. Then it's Evan Turner. And it's Bradley in at the one spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Bradley's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's the break. Jumps up. Pushes it down to finish the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Tries from 10. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And that one's good.
Beautiful double clutch. Great job to get the shot past the defender.
For Boston, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Turner with it, out defended by Freak, expanding his range, and again, Boston with the triple.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
Ennis passes to Rogers. Outside Shumpert. Now the dish to Freak. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Goes up the baseline and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bradley, no one around him. And it's Boston with another.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. Finished off the break. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Crowder kicks to Bradley. Pass to Olynyk. Just his first attempt. Cannot hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Boston on top, up by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Irving. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson.